Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Now I've chosen this problem to go over, well, because I already did. Two of the other problems are already on YouTube, so you can go and look at those to make sure you get those correctly. But let's look at this problem. The grid below represents one whole. Shade the grid to represent a decimal greater than 4/10 and less than 57/100. So let's talk first. How much is each little box going to be worth, Rebecca? One what?
100.
100. Okay, again, I'm talking through this. It's 100th because there are 100 little squares on here. Now, normally they're the same size, but I had to draw this from my own brain and my own hand. There are 100 little squares on here, so this is 100th of all of it. This would be 200ths of all of it. And if you added 100th 100 times, you're going to get one whole. So this whole thing is one whole. Now the next question is, each column is divided into parts. What is the value of each column? 1/10. Each column is worth 1/10. So we want it to be greater than 4/10. So if I shaded in 4/10, that means 4 columns. That's 1/10. That's 2/10. 3/10. 4/10. So you need to have more shaded in than what I have in blue here. But you have to have less shaded in than 57/100, which means 5/10. Let's do this in. This makes it 5/10 and 7/100. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you have to have shaded in more than what I have up here in blue, but less than what I have up here in the blue and red combined. More than what I have in blue, but less than what I have in the blue and red combined. Because 4/10, as we said, is 4 complete columns or 4 complete rows, however you did it. So 4/10 would be 4 complete columns because each one is 1/10. 57/100 is 5/10 and 7 of the individual squares, 7/100. So all of it is 57/100. The blue is 4/10. So in order to get the right answer, you have to have more than the blue, but less than the blue and the red together. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay? Each individual square is worth 100th. Each column or row is worth 1/10 because there are 10 columns. So 1/10 plus 1/10 plus 1/10 plus 1/10. If you add that together 10 times, it's going to equal one whole. The whole big square is one whole. And wait till we get to thousandths. Whew. Thousandths is when I divide this into 10 parts, and each one of those is 1,000, so it's smaller.
Wow.
Boom, shakalaka, peace out, God bless. Love you. Do something kind today. Save the beat.